1 week on from a heartbreaking defeat on home soil, Francesco Pecco Bagnaia is more fired up than ever. The Italian star feels there is still room for improvement, but his epic battle with Marc Marquez last time out has reignited the flames inside him. The roar of MotoGP engines will return this weekend at the iconic Assen TT Circuit, and Pecco is convinced this is precisely what he needs to put his title fight back on track. Despite losing the spotlight at Mugello, Bagnaia is approaching the Dutch Grand Prix with a sharp focus and an unyielding desire to reclaim his supremacy. Assen is arriving at a good moment, Bagnaia said with a glint in his eye, his voice full of conviction and resolve. This track holds special significance for him. Assen is not just any circuit, it is his track, a place where he has triumphed time and again. From 2022 to 2024, Bagnaia was unstoppable at the Dutch circuit, climbing to the top step of the podium every single time and leaving his rivals in the dust. That remarkable record is precisely why the Ducati ace believes he can bounce back and silence the whispers of doubt swirling after Mugello. And yet, standing in his way is none other than Marc Marquez. The 8-time world champion is unfazed by Bagnaia's glowing history at Assen and is eyeing another opportunity to extend his dominance this season. Next week is Pecco's track, even more than Mugello, Marquez admitted, shrugging off the hype. Last year, I was 2 seconds behind him at Assen, but at Mugello, I was more than 6 seconds back. Let's see what happens this time. While Marquez acknowledges Bagnaia's strength in the Netherlands, he isn't losing sleep over it. His sights remain fixed firmly on his championship lead. I'm focused on the points gap, Marquez explained. That's what matters most right now. I'm already 110 points clear at the top of the standings. That's a significant buffer. That comfortable advantage is what fuels Marquez's relaxed yet ruthless mentality going into Assen. But Pecco won't roll over. The memory of Mugello still stings, and with only 160 points to his name compared to Marquez's 170, Bagnaia knows that each race matters more than ever. With Alex Marquez sitting second with 230 points, Bagnaia also faces pressure from behind, as well as ahead. That's what makes this weekend so intense. Every lap at Assen will not just be a race, it will be a battle of pride, skill, and determination. And for Bagnaia, the fight to reclaim his crown begins right here, on a track where he has proved time and again that he is nothing short of spectacular. Beyond the scoreboard and the statistics lies a deeper hunger in Bagnaia's heart. Every corner at Assen will echo with his determination to prove that his Mugello misfortune was merely a fleeting setback. There's a distinct electricity around the paddock as Pecco arrives in the Netherlands. Teammates and rivals alike sense that this weekend could become a turning point in his turbulent season. Spectators will crowd every grandstand with high hopes, their eyes fixed on the Ducati #1 machine, carving its perfect lines across the flowing layout of the TT Circuit. As the tension builds, Bagnaia embraces the unknown, changing track conditions, unpredictable weather, and the ceaseless pressure of knowing the world's eyes are upon him. He thrives on this kind of challenge, pushing himself to the limit like an artist driven to craft his most powerful masterpiece. Some say that racing is won in the mind as much as on the asphalt, and Bagnaia is ready to channel every setback into fuel for an electrifying performance. Meanwhile, in the background hum of the garage, his crew fine-tunes every tiny detail, working tirelessly to ensure that when Pecco unleashes his full potential, nothing will hold him back. And when the light finally goes green and his engine roars to life, the fire that burns within him will leave no room for hesitation, only for a bold, relentless chase toward victory. And then Vinales ready for redemption at Assen. This track is about honor. Maverick Vinales is entering the 10th round of MotoGP to 0-5. At Assen with fire in his eyes and pride on the line, the Red Bull KTM Tech3 rider, who has yet to taste the podium this season, is determined to make the legendary Dutch circuit the battleground where his fortunes finally changed. After a string of disappointing results, Vinales believes there is no better place to rise than the historic TT Circuit. Assen, with its blistering curves and decades of moto drama, is where honor is earned, and Vinales is ready to fight for every inch of it. Assen is a track I truly love. Every time I'm here, my spirit burns hotter, Vinales told MotoGP. On Thursday, June 26, 2025, we're here at exactly the right moment. Everyone on this team is hungry, especially after what happened at Mugello. That Mugello crash still haunts him like a ghost. It was a bitter blow, one that left him outside the top 10 in the standings with only 54 points to his name. Vinales knows the clock is ticking and that every race from now on is a trial by fire. Yet, with each setback, his resolve grows. The 30-year-old is driven by more than just points. He's driven by a personal code of honor that demands he climb onto that podium again. We're starving for a top 3 finish. Vinales declared, his voice sharp with intensity. This sport is built on guts and glory, and I intend to take my shot. Our package feels strong. My confidence is high, and I believe Assen will be the stage where we remind everyone who we are. For Vinales, this weekend is about reclaiming his dignity as much as chasing a trophy. Every throttle twist, every corner, will come down to an unyielding will to fight back. As the world watches him roll into Assen, one thing is sure, Vinales is not here to make up the numbers. He's here to battle for his honor, to erase the past, and to prove that even in the most unforgiving arena, a true racer can rise again.